I've never done a follow-up on a review video before, but with some of the comments on the Alien Covenant video, I thought I should clarify some things. This is going to be spoiler-filled and really is only for folks who have seen the film already. Also, the quality of this is going to be super basic. I just want to get the answers out quickly. This is what I get for trying to be as spoiler-free as possible. Okay, the first thing I said is that the aliens weren't in it very much. What I meant was that they were rushed. They impregnated their host, left the host, and then were dispatched quickly. There were more aliens in this than there were in Alien, but they had less of an impact. In Alien, one chest burst happens, then the remainder of the film had the looming threat of the alien. In Covenant, I never felt any of the fear or dread that the first one was able to convey. The incubation period was too short. Yes, they are a different breed, I understand that, but to me, it just felt rushed. It was a way for them to get more aliens out quickly. If they would have perhaps just had one that stalked the crew the entire film, I think that would have worked better. I would have also been fine with having David causing a crew member to be impregnated to bring in another one, than having the crew think they're fighting one, but there's really two. That way you could still have the David is evil storyline. The crew did dumb things. Yes, they also did dumb things in Prometheus, but here it felt worse. You had people who were training for 10 years to colonize an alien world. You'd think they would have had some common sense. For example, as far as having the captain trusting David to show him his creepy basement of doom, he just saw David communicating with an alien right next to the dismembered body of a crewmate. Now David wants to show him something. Why would he trust him? At the very least, he should have contacted someone from the crew to go with them. Or tell the other crew members, hey, I'm going away with David. If I don't come back, that means that I've been brutally murdered. No one really bothered to question why they were in a camp surrounded by thousands of corpses. The alien impregnation method with the spores? Okay, fine. It's personal taste. I thought it was dumb, but some folks were cool with it. I would have had less of an issue with the focus being David rather than the aliens if the film was Prometheus Covenant rather than Alien Covenant. Prometheus was about the engineers and the creation of the aliens. The aliens were barely in it because they weren't the focus. I guess in this case I blame the studio for having misleading marketing. Sometimes the aliens looked good. Oftentimes they looked bad. I like that they had the balls to kill James Franco early. He's a pretty big star and I wasn't expecting that. So kudos there. The visuals were nice, I'll give you that. The exteriors and whatnot. The interiors, especially when we get to the David portion of the film, were bland. There was no connection to the crew. They spent a good while on the setup, but I never felt like they were anything other than disposable units for the aliens or David to kill. I understand this is the transition from the Black Goo to Neo to Xeno. It completely dumped everything that they set up in Prometheus to make David the creator, or at least the manipulator. I didn't want more of the same, I just wanted a little continuity. While Prometheus felt like they were setting things up, Covenant felt like they didn't like that direction, so they scrapped it unceremoniously to go in this direction. I knew David was the one back on the ship and not Walter. When he cut his hair to look like Walter, I knew there was going to be some moment where it was unclear as to which one was which. It was very poorly done. For the folks who said this wasn't as in-depth as my other videos, no it's not, and it's not supposed to be. The movie reviews in this particular playlist are just my personal feelings I've recorded shortly after I've watched the film for the first time. The other videos, specifically the exploring episodes, require weeks worth of research and days of editing depending on the length. There is no way I'd be able to do a video of that sort on a movie that's still in theaters. If you like the movie, that's great. I'm glad you do. I really wanted to, but as the film ticked on, I was just more and more annoyed. I'll give it another fair shot when it hits DVD, but for now, I just didn't like it.